Okay guys, just a really quick video that I thought some might find interesting. So all these Reliance Aqua-Tainers are empty, but I want to do a quick video on logical and prudent water storage. So I have 6 of them here, and some of you might be thinking, oh, those are brand new, like you're starting a water supply, emergency stored water supply or something like that. Something like that. You can see some spider webs right here, or some cobwebs. There's some dust here, cat hair, different garbage. I want you guys to take a look at the dates I put on there. Yeah, that's right, March 2012. We're into April of 2016, so this water was 4 years old. So, a lot of people say, oh, change your water once a year. That's probably prudent to do so. I got lazy, and I dumped it out just because, I mean, water is water. But I did have a couple sips of one of these, and believe it or not, it tasted just fine. One trick you can do is just stir it up or shake it, or the container, just shake it a little bit and that aerates it, puts a little bit of air in it. But right now I'm just removing the labels. That was 4-year-old stored water. So if you guys don't know what these are, they're made by a company called Reliance. You can get them on Amazon, but this is something I'd recommend getting from, a big box store, a Target, Walmart, whatever one's in your area. Gotta clean them up a little bit too. Because just my logic is on Amazon, I believe they increase the price of the object, but they do give it prime shipping. But on Amazon, you'll probably pay 20 bucks or so for each one of these, and they'll say prime shipping, but the shipping's kind of included in with the price because they're so bulky. I think each one of these at Walmart were like $7. So you're talking about, would that be 42 bucks? Yeah, $42, and each one of them holds 7 gallons. So you're talking 42 gallons, $42. Not to mention however much you pay for water, which, is pretty inexpensive in the big picture. So this is 6 of them, like I said. 42 gallons. So my logic is 1 gallon per person per day, and there's 2 people. So this is pretty much 1 week, 1 week, 1 week for one person, and then 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. So pretty much for 2 people, this is a 3-week supply. And a lot of people get really tied up about storing a certain quota of water. So water's one of the most important things, but depending on where you live, for example, even though I live, in a pretty tight-packed little community, there's a creek right down the road. There's a river a little bit farther. There's always groundwater. There's always rainwater you can collect. There's always snow and ice you can melt down as long as you have a suitable filter. All that stuff, it doesn't matter if that water is dirty if you have a way to filter it, which you should. So using that logic, and using the logic that I don't have tons and tons of space to devote to stored water, this is my whole water supply, not to mention whatever you have in water heaters, toilets, in your pipes, water heaters and water tanks and stuff like that, possibly even radiators if that's what you use to heat with. All those are potential water sources that you could collect after the water turns off for some reason. But as you can see, One thing I want to tell you is don't stack them. I have them stacked here because they're empty. And on their website, they say they're designed to be stacked. But I think these are designed for short-term water storage. So if you were going on a jeeping expedition or driving like a hunting trip or something like that, and you just had a couple of these in your pickup, you know, for 3 days, 4 days, you can stack 2, 3 of these on top of each other. But for long term, don't. Just because each one of these you gotta figure is about 50 pounds. So 50 pounds on 50 pounds, this bottom one is getting a lot of pressure and then it bulges out and everything. What I like though, real quick, so pretty much what you do, some people might not know. It's hard to do this one-handed. So you have a vent up there. This spout, you'll flip around so it's sticking on the outside. I'm not going to do the whole process. And you would screw it back on. Okay, but then right here there's these graduated lines. They're pretty hard to see, but you can see 6 gallons, 5.5, 5, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2, all the way down to 1 gallon. So these are semi see-through, so you can see the water. This will be a little bit darker than up here when it's full, so you can keep tabs on how much water you have left remaining in each one. I chose this option. A lot of people use 55, 30 gallon. A lot of people use either 55 or 30 gallon, those blue water storage barrels. I went with this option because money-wise, they end up about the same. And the thing I like about this is I can carry 2 of these at once, 50, and it's divided, so I have 50 pounds in each hand. And then the girlfriend, you know, she could lift one of these or move it, you know, or attach a rope to it or put it on a little dolly or something like that. It weighs 50 pounds. As opposed to those barrels, the 55 gallon barrels, I believe when they're full of water, they weigh like 440 pounds. So that is, you have no option of taking that water with you in case you do have to bug out and put these in your vehicle. And then that's the other reason I like these, because they're modular, so they stack and whatnot. You know, I could put these 3 in my car, she could put these 3 in her car, even if we're going to the same area. And then say, like, I don't know, say you wreck one of your cars, or one of these gets punctured, or God forbid, like someone's shooting at the back end of your car and it just punctures bullet holes through 3 of these. I know it's far-fetched, but with the other car you have 3. So I hope you guys like this video. Again, they're made by Reliance. You can get them on Amazon, but I'd recommend getting them from like Sam's Club, Walmart, Target, something like that. They are plastic, but don't let that fool you. They are BPA free if that concerns you. Those stickers I just left on. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did like this video, feel free to go back. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to go back to my homepage and watch some of my current videos. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe me. I think you'll really like my channel. And leave a comment below how you store emergency water, or maybe you don't even store any at all. You know, I'm not saying any method is right or wrong, but I think this can really make your life easier, so you don't have to right away, once the water goes off, you don't have to go foraging for water. You have at least some stored here. So like I said, this is my 3-week water supply.